Now, something that is still in the news, of course, Occupy Calgary. We have now taken the stance, the same approach as most other Canadian cities have. Do you want to kind of elaborate on what still lies before council?
I really don't want to, but I will.
I'm going to make you do it.
You know, this is one of those funny issues where a few people on both sides are very passionate about this. The vast majority of people don't care, and so it's been kind of a strange issue that way. Right. You know, when I go out in public over the course of the last month, I can count on one hand the number of times I've been asked about Occupy. Okay. You know, the city of Calgary, on our first snowfall in early November, we received more calls to 311 that morning about the roads than we had received in well over a month about Occupy. Wow. And so that said, you know, as I've said before, this is not as easy as it sounds, right? Okay. It's not about sending in a bulldozer, you know, or letting people squat for the rest of their lives. It's really fundamentally about the kinds of things that make up a democracy. And sometimes democracy is messy. Not as messy as Olympic Plaza in that picture, but about competing rights. And so every single city in Canada has been in the same position in terms of figuring out what we can do. And when we're all kind of at the same point, we might be a week or so in front or a week or so behind one another. But there is a court date on Friday where we will be asking the court for an injunction to allow us to remove the remaining folks out of Olympic Plaza. And we'll have to see what the court has to say. My own opinion on this is I think it's a shame that the Occupy people have allowed this to become about the tents. Right. I think they've lost the thread of what they're actually talking about. They've lost the ability to influence the hearts and minds of people on the issues that they want to bring forward. And to me, that's a real shame, a real shame. But at the same time, we have to preserve Calgarians' access to their public spaces. We'll still have the rink. It's still open. You know, I don't know if it's open quite yet. We're putting the ice down. But the rink will still be there. Olympic Plaza is still open to everyone, regardless of what happens in court on Friday. But I think it is really time, if I had advice for the occupiers, I'd say leave with your head held high. Have a party, celebrate what you've accomplished, leave with your heads held high, and think about where you go from here in terms of bringing those issues forward, but don't make it about the tents anymore.
Absolutely.